Good evening. I'm fine. What's that?
Good evening. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Will you please rise and join me at the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, can we please start with a roll call?
Hey, Council President Prince.
Here.
Councilmember Perez.
Here.
Councilmember Vaughn.
Here.
Councilmember Albertson.
Here.
Councilmember Rivera.
Here.
Councilmember O'Halloran.
Here.
And Councilmember McGurven.
Here.
Roll call, Mr. Mayor, all present.
All right, thank you. And tonight we're going to start off with a proclamation. It's Arbor Day, Earth Day.
Hey, proclamation. Whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees called Arbor Day, which is now observed throughout the nation and the world. And whereas the city of Renton has been recognized as a Tree City USA since 2008 by the Arbor Day Foundation, and whereas trees reduce soil erosion, produce life-giving oxygen, increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business districts, improve wildlife and fish habitats, and contribute many other benefits. And whereas in 1970, Senator Gaylord Nelson introduced legislation designating a day in April as a national day to celebrate the Earth and called it Earth Day. And whereas volunteers from neighborhoods, schools, businesses, and service clubs will have the opportunity to help the city of Renton celebrate Arbor Day and Earth Day this year at a city-sponsored event in Cedar River Park and at the Renton Community Center on April 20th, 2024, and city staff will help mark the occasion by assisting with tree planting to help restore and beautify the urban forest. Now therefore, I, Armando Pavoni, Mayor of the City of Renton, do hereby proclaim April 20th, 2024 to be Arbor Day, Earth Day in the City of Renton, and I encourage all residents to observe this occasion and join in or participate in their own way and consider planting trees where they live. And witness whereof I've hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Renton to be affixed this 15th day of April, 2024, signed Armando Pavoni, Mayor of the City of Renton.
Mr. Mayor,
Council President.
I move that we approve the proclamation. It's read.
Okay, it's been moved by Council President Prince, second by Councilmember Albertson, that the council approve the proclamation as read. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. All right, motion carries. And tonight to accept our proclamation is a couple of our employees here, team members. Ian Gray will be accepting. He's Urban Forestry and Natural Resource Manager. And he's joined by Gabriella Golanzare, who's the inspecting arborist. I said it correctly. Hopefully.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mayor, council members. Good to see you all again. Look forward to planting some more trees this coming Saturday. You're all invited and we'd love to see you. Accepting the award tonight, I wanted to introduce Gabriella Golzarian, who's our newly minted inspecting arborist. As you may remember, we converted her contract last September, and she has been invaluable helping the capacity of the forestry program and pushing us forward. So she will accept the proclamation today. Thank you.
Perfect. Would you like to say a few words before we?
I'm very happy to be working for the city of Renton. I very much appreciate the continued support of continuing to add green infrastructure to cities that have been historically underserved and underrepresented. As someone who goes around day to day interacting with homeowners, they really do appreciate it. And they tell me all the time that it's something that they very much value. So thank you for your continued support.
Absolutely. Thank you. All right. Take a picture.
Never.
Okay. Next up is the administrative report.
All right, good evening, everyone. Two exciting events are planned for Saturday, April 20th, Arbor Earth Day, hosted by the Urban Forestry and Parks and Trails maintenance teams, and the Neighborhood Program Sustainability Picnic. The annual Arbor Earth Day event focuses on tree planting and storm drain marking with assistance from volunteers. Both projects' volunteer spots are filled. Thank you in advance to our enthusiastic volunteers. The Neighborhood Program Sustainability event is from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Renton Community Center. There will be booth displays by Community and Economic Development, Solid Waste, Surface Water, the Environmental Science Center, and King County Conservation District, plus music, face painting, and balloon tying, food, and a tree giveaway. Information about preventative street maintenance, traffic impact projects, and road closures happening this week can be found at rentonwa.gov/traffic. All projects are weather permitting. Unless otherwise noted, streets will always remain open.
All right, thank you. Next up, we have the audience comment. We do have a few people signed up. We have one virtual. Let's see, all remarks must be addressed to the council as a whole. If a response is requested, please provide your name, address, including an email address to allow us to follow up with you. When I call your name, please step up to the podium. Each person will be given 3 minutes to speak. When you see the little yellow light flashing, it means your time is almost up, and please wrap up your comments. First up is Tom Anderson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Council. First, I'm an honest man. I've been taught that my word is my best asset. I've taken care of your assets at the Renton Airport. I just wanted to tell you that I paid you well over $700,000 in the last 10 years. I've operated my business with the highest integrity. My subcontractors, my employees, and suppliers have put back a good portion of the estimated $4 million that I paid them, and it stayed right here in the local economy. The internet is a fine reminder of one's integrity. Google the Landing Gear Works, XP Mods, Tom Anderson, eBay, TLGW Sales. Only 100% positive feedback exists. The World Wide Web is a small place when it comes to credibility. I get basically the same confirmation of my integrity as a bank would from the audits I get from the FAA yearly. It's not too late to act in a love-based way, not a fear-based. Communicate, articulate, implement the issues between both of us like successful business associates. Again, I invite the new now Transportation Committee to review the evidence I have that show mistakes were made in policy in the lease and amended leases. You independently have a say over these issues, and if you truly want to see the evidence that appears that have been blocked by your own attorney, then go to my vessel for information, randycorman.com. The airport revolving door leadership needs to be addressed by good decision making. You have the power to change this all back around and get it back on track. Thank you. Oh, one more thing. I'm a current licensed ATP pilot, and I have been for over 50 years, and the airport is open 24/7. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Next up is Derek Anderson.
Good evening, City Council. My name is Derek Anderson. I live in Seattle, and I work here in Renton. We are still attempting to negotiate and talk with the the city and work out a some sort of conversation or communication, and it still seems like we don't have an ear to be heard. We're still in it here, and we want to make things right and work out. And I think that the best thing that we can do is work together on this. RandyCorman.com is a very good source to see a lot of different sides that have been presented, and we're still really hopeful to work something out. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next up is Sergio Nunez.
Hello, my name is Sergio Nunez, in Seattle, and I work for London Girls. And then not here. You see me a few times already, but I'm not here today to complain. I'm here to ask you for your help. You've been here, everybody, so many times already. And for sure, you got it right here about little airport, got this problem, and I'm the maintenance guy, and I should complain a lot because the condition of the building. But it's my job to give you a safe place to work to everybody. And because of that, my job is the most important thing in my life, of course, for the employees too. So I just ask for your support one more time, please. Just thinking about it, the building, once again, is built in World War II. And so you can do something better for us in the community. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Sophia Ferret.
Hi. Hello, City Council. My name is Sophia. As you remember, I've been here a couple times, and here I am again. And well, I don't want to complain. I don't want to of what's going on right now, but I do want you to know that I have faith, and I believe in God, and I believe in you, that you guys will do something for us, that you guys will sit down and sit on the table and so help us to continue with the landing gear works. And I really will, it will be something that it will make us, a lot of us happy, a lot of us who depend on this job. And will you just please do that for us? We'll really appreciate it. We have families, we need this job, we need a place where to stay. I mean, we don't want to be out there like a lot of people homeless because they just couldn't figure out how to get out of their problems. And I believe that you guys have the power to do something, and I believe that God can really touch your heart and help us with this situation. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Next, we do have one virtual speaker.
Mr. Mayor, we do have one speaker, that is Ricky Joy. Ricky, go ahead.
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you.
Yes, how are you guys doing today? Thank you. Good afternoon, City Council members of Renton. Mayor of Renton. My name is Ricky Joy. I'm a local business owner in the Seattle area. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with everyone today. Here representing our local community residents, businesses, to propose an innovative, sustainable maintenance service to add to the city's waste collection program. The organization that I represent is Northwest EcoClean. Northwest EcoClean is a local minority and first responder-owned enterprise that provides a container sanitizing service. This service offers effective solutions that current challenges residents face with unhygienic food and yard waste carts in their homes. They create pests, unpleasant odors, and pose sanitation hazards. Our goal really is to work with the city to implement a sustainable, hygienic approach to reduce and to enhance the quality of life of our communities. We're saying the scope of this work would be one cleaning per year for all residents to get their food and yard waste carts cleaned directly curbside, giving them that tangible result. That would take place right after the hauler has completed their collection. I think that this is a service that we have been getting a lot of feedback from residents in Renton that actually use our service and also have been inquiring about the service. We've been approached by 2 major owners in the Washington area that see the service. And I think that's what my goal here today is to introduce the service to the city and see where our services can be aligned together. Lastly, I'd like to say that, working with the city and building a partnership, this will promote also equitable economic development and provide jobs to the underserved communities. We have some great relationships and we plan to collaborate with some local nonprofit organizations to share these jobs and also offer our competitive pay. I encourage the city to consider the position of impacting our residents and commercial businesses. And I want to thank you guys for your time.
All right, thank you.
That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you. Okay, next up, we have the consent agenda. There are 9 items for council consider. Are there any that you would like pulled? Separate consideration.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Council President.
I move that we approve the consent agenda as published.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Council President Prince, second by Councilmember Albertson, that the council approve the consent agenda as published. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, nay. All right, motion carries. Next up is unfinished business. Council President Prince.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Perez.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Van.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Alderson.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Rivera.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
McGurven.
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
All right, we ran the table. All right, we are on to legislation. We have none, so we're going to go on to new business. Council President Prince.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. On Monday, April 22nd at 5:45 p.m. In council chambers, committee of the whole will be meeting, and the topic, we have one item on the agenda, coming this summer from Parks and Recreation. Then at 7 p.m., we will meet as a council in the council chambers and by video conference. That's all, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you. Councilmember Perez.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. On Monday, April 2022, at 4:30 p.m., the Planning and Development Committee will meet in the council conference room and also via. We have 2 items on the agenda: comprehensive plan update and emerging issues in city. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Councilmember Van.
No new business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Albertson.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, on Monday, April 22nd, 2024, at 2:15 p.m., the Community Services Committee will be meeting in the council conference room and via video conference. One item on the agenda, and that is emerging issues in Parks and Recreation. That's all, Mr. Mayor.
Right. Thank you. Councilmember Rivera.
No new business, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember O'Halloran.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. On Monday, April 22nd, at 3:15 p.m., the Finance Committee will be meeting in the council conference room and via video conference. Please bear with me as I read the 12 items that are on the agenda. 2024 carry forward first quarter budget amendment ordinance and 23-24 fee schedule resolution. The Floriculture Arts Sustained Support Program grant. Purchase of a 2024 Peterbilt 548 Gap Vax truck. Purchase of a 2016 Peterbilt 567 cement mixer truck. Amendment number 3 to CAG 22-376 with Graham Baba Architects and Pavilion remodel. Amendment number 4 to CAG 22-376 with Graham Baba Architects and Pavilion remodel. The lease addendum 5 for LAG 12-001 with Rain City Catering. Lease with Verizon Wireless at the Highlands Reservoir. Professional services agreement with Fair and Pierce Incorporated for the 5-year plan update of the comprehensive plan transportation element. Participation in settlement with opioid distributor Janssen. Vouchers. And finally, emerging issues in finance. And thankfully, that is all, Mr. Mayor.
do enough work for all of us. Thank you. All right, Councilmember McGurven.
No new business, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, what's the wish of the council?
Move we adjourn.
Second.
It's been moved by Council President Prince, second by Councilmember Albertson, that we adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. All right, motion carries. We're adjourned.
Huh?